Mostly I teach high school. Mostly my students are high school students, high school children who you will find their age ranging from 13 years old to maybe 17 years old of my students. And normally I teach either English language, Arabic language, or Islamic studies.
Okay. Could you tell us where are you uh, university? You have background in university.
Okay, currently I am a master's degree student doing my master's in Islamic studies here in Universitas Islam International Indonesia, UIII.
Wow. Okay.
Depok.
Yeah. Are you enjoying in teaching, sir?
Am I enjoying teaching?
Yeah.
Please come again. I
What?
want you to repeat the question.
Oh, yes, yes. Are you enjoying in teaching?
Well, I think teaching is a very great. I think it is natural for me to teach. It is not really about very comfortable doing, which means it is very natural to me. But at the same time, teaching is a profession that requires a lot. In my opinion, if I would be asked what profession is the most difficult one, of course, I will say teaching, especially in non-tertiary institutions, especially in basic, primary, elementary, kindergarten, and high school, because it requires a mental stability, a physical stability to deliver your job efficiently.
Okay, okay.
I hope I'm not
And
speaking fast. I hope you are understanding what I'm saying.
I understand what you speak. And next, what are your best memorable or most experience? And you can tell us about there about that. Signal, yeah.
Please come
Sinyalnya.
again, please. I didn't
Okay.
get the question.
What are your best memorable experience when you're teaching?
A lot of memories that I cannot, see which one is best if it comes to teaching and experience. But one of the memories that always stick to my mind is the goodbye moment. Whenever I teach or I taught in a school, and a moment comes that I will leave, which is in nature, in life, that kind of moment when you are waving your hand on students and you are seeing obviously in their eyes and they are smiling that they really appreciated your job. I think this is the most amazing moment as far as teaching profession is related to me.
Okay. And what challenge you are have in Indonesia when you be the student?
Come again, come again,
What
come
challenge
again.
you what challenge you have such as a culture, which are school dynamic?
Thank you. I think Indonesian students are one of the greatest students I met. Maybe if I would be asked, like what set of student did I teach that are my favorite? Like without hesitation, I will say Indonesians. But of course, there are some challenges, of course, and I think the biggest challenge is the communication gap, the communication challenge, because as you know, most of your high schools students they speak Indonesian language, and the level of Arabic is not that much. And even if they speak Arabic or English, because they are basics or basic student in these two languages, so they can only be able to speak in a certain accent. It's, a gap of communication between you. So, in my opinion, or if I will remember, I think this is the greatest challenge I got teaching Indonesians. It is not cultural, it is not moral, but just on the communication level.
Okay.
I think you muted yourself.
I hope you can balance your culture in here. Yeah. And adaptation with the culture in Indonesia. So the last question is, how do student learning styles and motivation here compared to this in your home country? And have you seen change in their participation over time?
Yes,
Are you
I think,
understand with the
and this is something, inshallah, if I go back to Nigeria, yeah, this is a great question. I love this question because that I think here Indonesians are greater than Nigerian students that I taught when it comes to enthusiasm and participation, also effective participation in classroom. I think Indonesian students are very great in that. And I think this has to do with the system because the system is built in a way that will create more interaction between the teacher and the student. And the students are always encouraged to deliver, to say, to communicate, to participate, to say their minds. And this creates a sense of confidence, and the spirit of enthusiasm in these students that honestly I couldn't see that level in our Nigerian students. Of course, we also have our, our strength, but this is a weakness, which is a strength I see in Indonesians.
Okay, Cher, thank you about your sharing about your experience, and I hope you. Oh yeah, and the first one, the last one. Can you give us advice for the future teacher?
Well, okay, let's see. I think I will give you a couple of advice. I think many advices. Advice number one, teaching profession is not for everyone. That is advice number one. Like you have to know who you are. I mean, who are you psychologically? Because psychologists, they have their own way of characterizing people. And of course, it's not all these characterizations that are that can teach, that have the ability to teach. So you have to know who you are. For example, in my opinion, like if a person is really introvert, then teaching job will be very difficult for him, especially in the basic levels, elementary, kindergarten, and high school. Maybe university or colleges, you can teach as an introvert, but in these stages, I think you need to be an extrovert, someone who is open-minded, someone who is not fragile, who is emotionally, strong. Okay, that's number one, to know who you are before going to the job. That's number one. And then number two, to know the value of the profession, because that will give you a sense of, happiness and appreciation of what you are doing. If you know that teaching is a great job, and by this I am really contributing to my community, to the development of my country. I am creating minds, I am enlightening future, by this kind of spirit, you will love what you are doing. That's number two. And then number three, you need to learn the skills and the strategies that you need as a teacher. Especially if you are teaching teenagers, then there are some skills that you need to know how to handle yourself in some situation, to know how to adapt, to know how to, when to get mad, because at times it requires to get mad for the job to be done. But at times you need to be cool. So to know how to move from this situation to another, when to activate this mode and when to activate the another, here you need some skills, and some knowledge. I think, let me stop at these three things. I think these are the three advices maybe that could be offered to someone who is a teacher or someone who is inspiring to be a teacher.
Okay, thank you for your advice, sir. I hope you you can success in the university and gini.
And from me, I hope you can enjoy in Indonesian, sir, and Indonesian become a country that bring you lots of sweet memories.
Thank you. Is there any question from your side?
What, sir?
Are there some questions from you, or? That's okay. That's the whole questions you have. Could you hear me, please?
I think that is no, sir. And I think enough. Thank you for your sharing. And
Probably she lost her connection or something, right?
yes,
I mean, the other lady, maybe she lost her connection or something. I was asking her if she have another questions from her side, or that's okay.
it's okay. No, enough, sir, enough.
Okay. So it's my pleasure. I really appreciate it, and also wish you all the best in your project.
Amin.
I hope you'll write a very good project, right?
Yes, sir.
They,
Okay. Okay, so let's recite Hamdallah, Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Thank you,
Sorry,
sir.
sir. Uh,
Yeah,
can we take photo first for documentary?
of course, of
Documentation.
course, of course. Of course, that's Indonesian culture.
Okay.
That's very Indonesian. You know, in Indonesia, it is not an event in Indonesia if there is no photo. There must be photo for an event to be fully Indonesian.
Yes.
Okay?
Ready? Okay. 1, 2.
No, you should count.
What?
No, in Indonesian, satu.
Oh,
In
1,
Indonesian, satu, dua.
3. Wait. One more,
Lagi.
maybe?
Again?
Again.
Again,
Is that okay?
again, sir, please.
Okay, let's go. Satu.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Okay, enough, sir. Oke. Dah. Langsung hilang.
Oh, ya Allah.
Demi
Baik,
Allah
aku nggak
bingung anjir ngomong apa. Gak ngerti gue.
mahasiswa UI. Ya, mahasiswa UI bukan?
UI
UI.
UI. I-nya 3.
UI.
Heeh.
Di Jatinangor. Soalnya kayak di UPI juga kan ada ya asrama nih. Banyak yang native.
Takut.
Ya udah, Pat,
Iya.
coba matiin terus
Terus
tanya nggak?
apa? Oh iya, benar. Yuk, kita matiin dulu.
Sok.